everybody, and welcome back. So today I thought that I would take a few minutes to record from you my most requested video, how to plan a trip to CVS. Some of you have written in asking exactly how I go through the ad to put together the deals that I want to do, how I put together the transactions to know how to roll the ECBs. So today I'm going to try and attempt to show you how. Of course, you're going to need a current copy of your CVS ad. If you choose to do this before you can get your hands on an actual copy of the ad, you can feel free to go to cvs.com, sign in there, and you will be able to get an advanced copy of the ad about 3 days before the ad actually begins. That is also a great way that you can take a look at upcoming deals before you actually get your hands on a paper. Of course, you will need a sheet of paper with some writing utensils to keep notes as you go. That is a very important part of the process to keep you from getting confused about how to roll your transactions. Now, in my little coupon bag I carry with me everywhere, I have some little pouches in here. These are just little plastic pocket sleeves that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I picked one up in several different colors, and I have them marked for each store that I like to frequent. My pink ones I use for Target and for my local grocery stores. My blue one I just happen to use for Walgreens because the Balance Rewards card is blue and I thought it might help me remember a little bit easier. And then for some reason when I saw the bright lime green, I just thought of CVS because that is where I like to shop the most. CVS has my heart and my loyalty, and I just like this color better. No rhyme or reason. But these little pockets come in very handy because when you open them up, you can see that they have 6 individual compartments in there, and I will show you how I begin to place my transactions so that whenever I get to the store, my coupons are already ready to go and I know exactly how I want things to go before I even get to the store. Now you will notice in these little pockets that this is where I do keep like my store coupons that I already have. In this particular case this week, I do have a couple of rain checks. My store was out of a few sale items last week, so I have some rain checks there. I do have an issue on a few of my receipts that I need to get cleared up with the gas card, so I've kept those receipts in here for now until I can get that taken care of. And then this is also where I keep any ECBs that I may have to take into the store with me for the upcoming week. These little pockets right here are invaluable to me as long as I have them set up and ready to go before I even open the door of the store. It does help me stay organized, and it does help me save some time because all of you couponers know that couponing can take up a considerable amount of time if you're going to do it well and get the best deal. So it's absolutely beneficial to be highly prepared before you go. Another thing that I keep with me when planning my shopping trip to CVS is, of course, my coupon binder. Some of you have already seen our video on how to put one of these binders together. If you have not seen that yet, then I will put the link down below and you can link to it to see how you can put together your coupon binder. This right here is an invaluable resource and tool as you're going through your ad because you will be able to see exactly what you may have coupons for to join with the current CVS sale. When you're couponing, that is how you're going to maximize your savings, is to take the current sale prices and combine them with the best coupon that you have. So let's get started in building our order. Now, when going through the CV ad each week and begin compiling my list of things that I'm interested in purchasing, first of all, I ask myself, is it something that A, our family needs or will use and benefit from? B, is it something that is going to be super, super cheap this week? And C, is it even a product that is going to be absolutely free? Remember, a couponer hates the question, do you really need that right now? Sometimes it's beneficial to ask that, sometimes it's not, because the whole goal of couponing is to pick up items at a very cheap discounted price that you can go ahead and have in your possession for when you need it. Otherwise, when you need it, you're going to have to run out to the store and pay full price. So if you're looking through the ad and there are some super cheap deals, some free deals. Whether you need it or not, you want to go ahead and pick those up. You want to take advantage of it while you can. That is the point of couponing. There are other deals that may not necessarily be quite the best price, but it is a price on something that your family does actually need at the moment. So you have to ask yourself, is the price of this something that we need and I need to go ahead and just bite the bullet and get it, or is it something that we actually can hold out on to wait just a little bit longer to see if the price will drop at all? Those are just questions that you're going to have to answer on an individual basis. Couponing is completely individual, and although we can take tips and learn from each other, it is nearly impossible to pattern our couponing experiences exactly like another couponer does them. We can get ourselves into some trouble that way. So the first thing that I choose to do is to look through the ad, and I first look for anything that is going to return a yield in ECB rewards. A lot of those you will find near the back page. Sometimes you will find those on the front of the circular. You will usually find those around the cosmetic page. A lot of the cosmetics will yield back some ECBs. And I just began to look through the deals that they're having. Like this week on Maybelline, when you spend $10, you're going to get $3 in extra rewards. That's not a real high yielding ECB. And unless I were to have my 25 or 30% off coupon from my email, then this is probably not something that I would want to take advantage of this week, because that's not a super high ECB return on that, in my opinion. Then there are other things that as you will look through, you just have to ask yourself, this week is going to be a good deal on the milk. It's on sale for $3.99, and you are going to earn a $1 ECB, making your total price on your milk just $2.99. There's a limit of 2 of those this week. Our family uses a lot of milk. We usually get our milk from CVS because it is the cheapest place around us to get it, especially when combined with ECB deals. So I know immediately that this is going to be one of the items that I will put on my shopping list. So that's what I just began to do. I just began going through the ad looking for all of the ECB deals first. Now another thing that I keep here as I'm going through looking for the ECB values is I keep myself a running list. And as I make my list, that is what I'm going to decide at the end how I will break my transactions up. Remember, the best thing for couponers is to roll our rewards. We take ECBs that we have, we use them as cash to pay for certain items. We get ECBs in return, and then we turn around and use those to pay for other items that hopefully will give us more ECBs, and that is called rolling our ECBs. It keeps our out-of-pocket expense to a minimum, and it does require a little more effort. You do have to break your transactions apart into separate orders. It takes a little more time, and you do have to have some couponing courtesy. Don't stand there for 30 to 45 minutes blocking up a CVS line. If you see that there are customers behind you, complete a transaction, then go and get in line again and continue to do that until you're done. Have a little bit of courtesy for those who are waiting behind you. So it does take a little bit of time. Now, I know that there are others, and sometimes if I'm in a big hurry, just like this week, I've been suffering through with some bronchitis, didn't feel like being in the store very long, so I just lumped everything I bought into only 2 simple transactions this week, and I just kept my ECBs to roll them into the upcoming week's deals. So it just all depends for you, how much time you have, how convenient it's going to be for you. But on a typical shopping week, I will break mine up into separate transactions so that I can continue rolling my ECBs to get my out-of-pocket as low as possible. The way that I do that is I make myself a sheet, and I have on here a quantity or the amount of a product that I want to get. I write what the product is. I write the price of the product, the sale price. If it is a product that I know I want to get that is not in the sales flyer and I'm not sure the price on, then I just leave that blank until I get to the store. I also have a column here for if I have a coupon. And if I have a coupon, then I write down what the amount of that coupon is. So the next column gives me what my net price will be. I take the price of the item minus the coupons that I have in my hand to get what I know my out-of-pocket will be in this column right here. Then I also have the last column here for any ECBs that the item will produce. That way, whenever I get done with, say, transaction number 1, if I should have had $15 in ECBs print out because my list has told me that, then I can quickly scan my receipt. If the ECBs are not there, then I can go ahead and take it up with the cashier immediately before I even go to the next transaction. So it's very beneficial to help you stay organized, to know exactly what should it look like on your receipt. Keeping your net out of pocket here, of course, it's going to be a little different because you will have to add tax at the register. But this amount right here that will end up in this column should be enough to help you to understand about where your total should be. So if you get up there and you have figured out that your total should be around $6 out of pocket and your cashier tells you that you owe $19.95, then you know immediately something went wrong. Either a coupon was not applied because you forgot to hand it in, or because it didn't scan off properly, or maybe a price was not changed into the scan bar yet, and so it rang up at a higher price than what it should have been. Sometimes the error will be in your favor, and you still need to be honest and let them know that the mistake was actually in your favor, but it was a mistake nonetheless. So you may actually owe them a little more money than what they tell you. But keeping these running totals will help you to have a good grip on what your transaction should be towards the end of that, whenever you get ready to pay that cashier, and exactly how many ECBs that you should get back in hand. So how would I write this if I were going to get the milk this week? If I were going to get the milk this week, which I will be, I would write in this first column that I want 2 of those milk. I'm going to write the product right here because it does help me go quicker throughout the store to know already what I'm going in looking for. The price of the milk this week is $3.99 a gallon. Now in this column, I'm only going to write the unit price. When we get over here is where I will have the cost of both units, if that makes sense to you. I hope I'm not confusing you. I do not have any coupons for the milk. It is very, very rare that I come across a coupon for a milk. Then I go ahead and add up my net cost. Okay, so I have $3.99 and I'm going to be purchasing 2 of those. Now remember, at CVS you do have to pay the out-of-pocket before ECBs. I know that's confusing to a lot of people when they look into the ad and they see here that it is like paying $2.99. They get to the register and think, oh, I should have only paid $2.99. No, you have to pay the cost first. The ECB is a reward, like a coupon. It's cash they're giving you back after the order has been paid. So you do have to pay the full $3.99 first. So for 2 gallons of milk this week, it will be $7.98. But I know that I will be getting back $2 in ECBs because I will get $1 per gallon, and there is a limit of 2. So I'll be getting $2 in ECBs back. Now, another thing that I sometimes go ahead and keep on my list and sometimes I don't, it's all up to you, is you can add a column over here for any Ibotta rebates that you will get. Now, if you don't have the Ibotta app on your phone yet, you really need to get it. The little icon looks like this for Ibotta. You simply click on the Ibotta app, click under groceries, and then you are going to find CVS Pharmacy. Then you can just scroll through and see what kind of rebates they are offering this week. Sometimes you're going to use this like a coupon, and so it may be something that you wouldn't necessarily have in your coupon binder, but it is still a good reward that they're offering that would equal a coupon, so you decide you want to go ahead and pick the item up. Usually CVS will have milk on here, but we have already used our milk rebate for this week. That should hopefully reset this coming Thursday, and we'll be able to get some milk receipts again. But right now it's not showing on there. But if it were to show on there, their milk rebate is usually 25 cents. So then I could go ahead and write in this column that I would get an Ibotta rebate of 25 cents, and that just helps you keep an eye on what you're going to get back. Okay, so in this case I would get back $2.25 on purchasing milk this week. So it lets me know that I may pay $7.98 out of pocket, but I'll be getting 25 cents back from Ibotta, and I will have $2 in credit that I can use towards my next transaction at CVS. Now, when I come across an item in the ad that is an excellent deal that I know I want to take advantage of, then I will go ahead and circle that along with putting it on my list. Because sometimes when you get into the store, if you run into a problem, you get in there and it's not on the shelf, or whatever the deal is, because all of us couponers know that our plans aren't always executed like we would like for them to be. You can refer back to your ad quickly if you need to get a rain check or if you need to take care of any issues while you're there. Go ahead and circle what you know you want for sure. That way it is easier to find when you're flipping through your ad in the store. Now, if I see an item that I'd like to get that does not yield ECBs, but I can tell that it's going to be a great deal, like this week on the Pantene, it is counting towards the gas card, which is a first bonus right there. Second of all, they are on sale, 3 for $10. But there is, in our Procter & Gamble inserts this week, a $5 coupon off of the purchase of 3 items. So it really would be like you were paying 3 for $5 once you hand in that coupon. Now, some people have had some Redbox coupons that are printing out that is like another $5 off of the purchase of 20 different things like that. I did not get that coupon this particular week, but this still will end up being a great deal for me, because what's going to happen if I pick up 9 of these at 3 for $10, that puts me at the $30 I need for the gas card. Then I have 3 of these $5 coupons. It's going to take $15 off right away. So that is going to lower my price down to $15. That is going to give me the $10 gas card. And in this case this week, what I will choose to do, I don't do this every week, but this week I will. Our budgeting system, we use the cash system for our budget here in our family, and we allot so much a month per gas. Sometimes I use these gas cards as just bonus gas, but in a case like this, where this is a great value that I want to go ahead and take advantage of because of the shampoo deal for our family, I will take $10 cash out of my envelope for my gas money and apply it towards this purchase, because I will be getting that $10 back. So it will be as though I'm paying $10 for that gas card out of my gas budget, which means the other $5 that I owe will come out of my household budget. So in essence, I will be buying 9 shampoo and conditioners for just $5, and that makes those about 55 cents a piece. That is a deal that you cannot beat. So it does not earn me any ECBs or any CVS credits, but it is a great deal that I want to take advantage of. So what I will do is I'm going to write that on my list down here. I will not have any ECB returns in the column, so as I go through it, I make my whole list for this week. Then I will determine how I want to split it up to take some of the products that will give me back ECBs that I can use the ECBs to help pay for the products that do not. Now, another deal that I was contemplating this week, and I don't think I'm going to take advantage of it. I'm not sure. Some of you may wish to. The Tide detergents this week, this is the 64 load size, is $9.94. And those of you that have been taking advantage of the laundry detergent deals over the last couple of weeks know that that is not a great deal on this Tide. There is a $1.50 printable coupon that is still available right now at coupons.com. You can print off, so that is going to lower the price some, but that's still, to me, not an exceptional deal. However, there are a couple of things to take in consideration. This week, the Tide is counting towards your free gas. Spend $30 and you will get $10 in gas. So if you were, 3 of these is not going to get you quite close enough. Some CVS's do apply the 98% rule, to where if you get almost at the $30, if you're within 98% of it, it'll go ahead and print out your gas card. My particular CVS does not do that. So you have to hit the amount dead on or go over just a little bit. So the 3 of these on their own probably would not get you the gas card. You'd have to throw in either some of the tissue or one of the other items that's relatively inexpensive to get you over the $30. But if you did hit your $30, then you're going to get your $10 gas card. Also, right now, when you visit pngeveryday.com, they are having another promotion that is running through the summer. I believe that it is going through, yes, right here, October the 31st. When you spend $30 in certain Procter & Gamble products, you are going to be able to apply for $10 cash back from them. So if you were to pick products on their list, Tide is one of those, and you were to get up to $30, then you would get your gas reward at CVS and possibly your $10 back. That would be $20 back right away, making the purchase of those laundry detergents $10 net once you get your rewards back. To pick up 3 of those and to pay $10, that's going to make those about $3.30 each. Not a stellar deal, but not a bad deal. So if that's something that you feel like that you would want to take advantage of, then by all means go ahead. I think that the best coupons for the year, we've probably already run that course, so if you missed out on that, then this would probably be a deal that you would want to take advantage of. I have a lot of laundry detergent right now, and I don't really need that, so I'm not sure that this is going to be a great enough deal for me to take advantage of this week. Still thinking about that one. But anyway, the only thing is that this rebate does state that your $30 is after coupons. So the $1.50 printable coupons will come off of the price that you've actually paid for their product. So that does mean you have to buy just a little bit more. So that's where it can get a little sticky. You've got to get your $30 out of pocket after coupons. So that's just something to take into consideration. But it is a possibility for you when looking through this week. Another thing that they have is the Charmin and the Bounty. I'm still trying to get the grip on what is the best deals on paper. If you guys know the best deals on paper products, how much I should never go over per roll, then please comment below and let me know, because this is something that I'm still researching. My family goes through about a roll of toilet paper a day, sometimes more, and so we use a lot of it because there are several of us in the house, and so this is one thing that we are constantly in need of, and I haven't quite figured out the best deals yet. Help me out and let me know. But that is something that is on sale this week for $9.99, spending $30, getting back $10. So possibly something that you may want to look into. They are having several gas card deals this week, especially on food and candy again. There's some things you may want to take advantage of. Cereal this week on the Kellogg's Raisin Bran or the Cocoa Krispies and certain other varieties of Kellogg's will only be $1.99. If you are a member of the Kellogg's Family Rewards, there are printables that you can get off of there, bringing your price even lower. I have one that is $1.50 off, so I will be able to pick up a box for just 49 cents this week. So that is going to be a great deal for our family. Here is a General Mills product deal that is offering an ECB. That may be something that you want to check into, flip through, and see if you have any coupons that match up with this. What I will do also is I keep my computer open, and as I am going through the ad, if there is a coupon that I do not have in my binder, then I immediately go on the search for online printables to see if I can find anything that will match up with some of the sales that are happening, because that is how you maximize your deals. And unfortunately, on the food, a lot of times I don't get my best bargains with coupons. My coupons seem to definitely do me better on the health and beauty aids or the non-perishables, more so than the food items. That's just the way that I seem it to be. We live in Florida. None of my grocers double our coupons, so I can't always get quite the same values that others of you can. And I do have to admit, I get a little jealous sometimes. I wish that I could take advantage of that. Sally Hansen this week is offering $4 again when you spend $10. That's not a bad deal if you get your 25% card on your email. Always try to hold out on some of these products that are regularly priced until you get those percent off deals that come every so often in your email. That's when you can really maximize and take advantage of these. The Physician's Formula this week, this is a great one, and this is one that I probably will be taking advantage of. When you spend $15, you're getting back $7, so that is almost a half price deal. I love their black felt liners. That is an excellent deal for that. Would make that practically buy one, get one free. Wish I had some coupons to go with that, but I don't. So still contemplating that, but probably will go ahead and take advantage of that this week. Another thing that I will definitely be taking advantage of this week is the Aussie Products for the hairspray and the mousse. That is my favorite hairspray, my favorite mousse, and I always try to hold out until they go on sale at CVS. At Walmart, they are $2.97 per product, and so I usually like to compare my prices to Walmart. For those of you who may not be familiar, Walmart does have an app, and I take this with me everywhere I go. And if you click the little scan bar up here, it will pop up a window where you will be able to scan a product to see how much Walmart sells it for. That's typically my guide whenever I am in a store, because Walmart seems to be about the cheapest most of the time. So if I scan an item that is comparable to Walmart, I'm going to go ahead and get it at CVS, because these types of products do earn you cash in your beauty club. So if you haven't yet joined the beauty club rewards, go online, hook your extra care card up to the beauty club, because every $50 you spend, you get back 5 in ECBs. So this week they have finally dropped. I've been waiting about 6 weeks for these to go back on sale at this good price, the 2 for $6. So I will be taking advantage of these. I do have coupons that are 75 cents off of one. I have some out of the circulars that I had, and then there's also internet printables for those, 75 cents off of one Aussie styler. So when I purchase 2 of those, it's going to be $6. I'll be able to take the $1.50 off from the 2 coupons. That's going to bring that down to 2 for $4.50, and that's a really good deal. It's not counting towards the gas, but for me that doesn't matter this week, because that is my staple product that I love to have. So I will go ahead and stock up on some of those this week. And then you just need to look through and see if there's anything else that really just jumps out at you that's going to be a super good deal or even a free deal. The Metamucil this week is going to end up being free. There is a $1 off coupon that is coming in the Procter & Gamble today. You're going to pay the full $2.99. You're going to give them the $1 coupon, which means you're going to pay $1.99 at the register, but then you are going to get back a $1.99 register reward. Therefore, this product will end up being free. So you need to go ahead and pick one up while you're there. There is a limit of 1 per household. And that's it. You just have to continue looking through and making your list. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll come back and show you what my list looks like when I'm all done. Now that I have my list all comprised, it's the time that I begin going through all of my coupons to see if there's anything else that can match with these. Remember, the great thing about CVS is that you can use CVS coupons partnered with a manufacturer coupon that compounds your savings even more. And then if it happens to be on a product that is also offering an Ibotta rebate, then the savings just continue. So make sure that you do all of those steps. Also check on ShopMeum and also check out on Checkout 51. Those are all apps that you can download on your phone that will give rebates, and sometimes you can double dip on those. I do not have any particular CVS coupons that's going to work with any of my deals right now. Now those print almost daily for me, so that could change by the time I get there tomorrow. So I'll just simply set those aside for now. I do not yet have my P&G inserts this afternoon. My husband will be bringing them home to me this evening. So then I will be able to go ahead and cut out the particular coupons that I have right here in my column that I want to partner with these. Now what I've chosen to do is to break this up this week into the transactions that are going to yield ECBs and the ones that are not. So I'm going to have 2 transactions when I get to the store. On the first transaction, I've gone ahead and combined every one of these products that will give me an ECB. When I totaled up the cost after coupon, it should be somewhere in the neighborhood of $28.44. I am going into the store this week with $14 in ECBs from last week, which means my out-of-pocket on this first order should be about $14, somewhere in there. Of course, you do have to include tax. I'm going to pay that $14, $15, whatever that's going to be, but I'm going to get back $11.99 in ECBs that then I can roll onto the second transaction. So on the second transaction, I've gone up here and added in all of the items that are not yielding an ECB this week. And I've lumped all of those into the second transaction so that I can use my ECBs from the first one on the second one. The total for my second transaction should be in the neighborhood of $32. I'm going to use that $12 in ECBs to help pay for this, meaning my out-of-pocket should end up being right around $20. That is not going to yield me any more ECBs, but it will earn me the $10 gas card. So my total out-of-pocket when I get to CVS should be around $34. But that is also going to give me back the $10 in gas. So in essence, it is though I will be paying $24. Or you may as well say it's a $44 or $43 value for $34, however you want to look at that. So it should be around $34 out of pocket, and that will yield me back a gas card. I will be out of ECBs until the next week, but that's okay with me. I'm not necessarily one that likes to hold on to my ECBs from week to week if I can make them work for me within the same week, which is what I like to do. It keeps my out-of-pocket lower, which definitely helps my family right now. So that is just one of the ways that I go through and I begin to set up my list whenever I'm getting ready to go to the store. What I will do when my husband gets home this evening is that I will take all of the coupons for transaction number 1, and I'm going to put them behind this first tab in their own little pocket. That way, whenever I get to the store, I'm going to have all of my coupons for the first transaction ready to go. Then I will gather up any coupons that I have for my second transaction, and I'm going to drop them behind the second tab, and that will be my second transaction. Now, I always just keep my rain checks or my ECB money right in the front pocket there. I also usually keep my extra care card in here as well, just because it's convenient. I know where it's at. And whenever I get to the register, I will do transaction 1, give them all the coupons for that, take out the ECBs that I want to pay, and I'll be done with transaction 1. Then I will simply load from my buggy the items for transaction 2, hand her all the coupons for those, give her the ECBs from transaction number 1, and help take care of that. So these little pockets right here, I cannot explain to you enough how handy they are if you like to roll your rewards and keep your out-of-pocket the least possible. Break your transactions up. Carry 2 buggies around the store if you need to. Sometimes we get the little baskets and we'll put some of the products in a little basket, and we know that that's an order all on its own. There are plenty of ways that you can do it. It does take a little effort. It does take a little time. But at the end of the day, when you come home with about $100 worth of products for $34, these values right here actually are going to be more than that. And not only is it just going to be the $34 with a $10 bonus gas card, most of these products here are going to be earning us beauty rewards because of the shampoos and the hairsprays and the mousses and the things along that line. So you've also got to keep that in mind. And then the last bonus about CVS is that for every dollar you spend out of pocket in CVS, you get 2% of that back each quarter. So everything that you can price match pretty closely with Walmart or whatever your cheapest store is in town, go ahead and pick it up at CVS, because every dollar you spend does earn you rewards at your quarterly ECB bonus time. So those are just some things to keep in mind. I hope you're falling in love with CVS as much as I am. They have definitely stolen my heart and won over my loyalties, and I hope that I can help you each week getting some of the best bargains you can get. Thank you so much for tuning in and spending this time with me on this Sunday afternoon. This is the Frugal Rev saying, go get you some savings. Bye.